There's senile heifers. Vehicle from Oklahoma. Okay. I didn't have to go 900 miles to Ohio today.
That's good.
Oh, that's pretty good. The sixth time wasn't a charm. I was pretty sure I'd have to go. That's why I didn't say too much here. Didn't want these people sneaking in anything while I was gone. Instead, they postponed it yet again. And so now, the little critter is filing some more stuff here. He'll get another motion for summary judgment because he's whining now, accusing him of quote-unquote ass to mouth with his lawyer who is running this thing, and he just got $27,000 of University of Michigan money to allow Dickie Spencer to speak on March 5th. You know, free speech and all. Don't believe my free speech, but hey. So, anyway, I'll probably behave a little. I do gotta wonder why didn't anybody have to come to them to ask them to put in a trailer house? The trailer, essentially, Bruce Mann just go ahead and put one in whenever the heck he wants to. That's the main thing. That's the main thing there here for the. What? Oh shit! Well, that just disappeared, didn't it? We decided to let him have it or what? I don't see this stuff here. Purchase a building, okay. Well, they just had something. Well, I would guess purchasing a building other for the police department other than the one there. And so forth, just giving you guys, what, $400 for the barbecue.
That's our school.
Hell, I'm pretty good at it. I'll let you never know.
The old Boy Scout buildings?
No,
Next door.
next door, we should walk for $25 or something.
He's a paper stealer. That's why I need more paper.
No, I mean, you didn't know that Steve White decided he didn't want to hear that case. And then,
And she
my
said,
here went to the county and said, oh my God, we want to do that.
red or white.
Your problem, you deal with them. Essentially, they don't. Because if they did, that would mean they're already in trouble for having those two Newton County deputies go ahead and watch while there was a federal felony committed in their presence. I don't think that they want.
Time chain, maybe.
Why would they want to go ahead and get some more felonies posed to the judge? That's what they do.
Bicycles in there. Might be good for a while.
No, we have a couple of police cars in our use right now.
The black truck, black car, black truck. I'm not doing it. I'm driving the old minivan.
Are you? Yeah, that's like, that's blessed. Travis sent me a note and it said, Victor's truck broke down, it's coming in on the hook. I'm like, it came in on the flatbed, it's right in front of me.
Figures are much good. Yeah.
I thought you meant on the tow hook. Do you have a wastebasket there? I do. But could you pass it to me? Thank you, dear.
Mr. Barrett going to be present tonight?
I thought.
What chair are you wanting?
I'll just go get mine.
One of them soft ones.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Little Barry. Yeah, making sure that he gets his slop, his nose in the slop. Yeah, Barry's going to get rich.
Sit really close to the ground. Hey, Jared. Just kind of fun. Hey, there. Hey, there. We've been doing that to everybody as they walk in.
Oh, Jared.
Jared.
Tell everybody that?
I got on my front nose.
You said everybody.
Someone throw out a mistake. Pretty happy. Right.
Well, they changed the agenda. And it looks like they're gonna go ahead and sneak in, essentially give them the Styrons another $300,000 so they can run off to Oklahoma with another $300,000 of Granby taxpayer money. So, since I am here, I didn't have to go up to Lake County today. No, pretty well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Name that too.
Yo.
Oh my gosh, let's not do
They're like 2-4. You remember the agenda, what is Bill 824?
Regarding the purchase of a building for the police department.
Well, essentially, you guys gonna try to carry it through tonight, then, huh?
No, I'm counting one, you're talking wrong person.
Okay. But you work for it, and you go ahead and work on the agenda. We're gonna have a discussion, then they're gonna go ahead and do whatever they want to do. So 824 is to go ahead and buy the building tonight, Did you have a copy of it for me?
You can fill out a request, I'll get you one.
Okay. I'm gonna say that this is a violation of the Missouri Sunshine Act as well, Peter.
Well, it was posted 48 hours before, so
Crack your sunshine book open again.
Oh, hold on, it wasn't posted 48 hours before,
Yeah, it was.
because 48 hours
No,
before was Sunday night.
It's been posted.
What's 48 hours from now? It was Sunday night, so it was posted, it was posted
We
Sunday
posted
night.
it yesterday.
Okay, but that was 48 hours ago.
Well, we'll hang up on it.
So in short, you're already lying, you got caught out in the lie again.
No, I didn't get caught on the
Sure
line.
you did. 48 hours ago was what, Sunday night? It wasn't posted Sunday night.
Well, oh God, you got me down.
Yeah, I do know I got you down here. Shoot, you criminals ain't very smart, are you?
Well, we could take a poll in here.
I'm sure. The criminals will all vote for them.
Never been a criminal.
Oh, you haven't been indicted yet. Unindicted criminals.
Have a good time over there.
Oh,
Okay. That's-
let the thieving begin.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. We ask for your continued guidance and continued blessing on the people of this city. We just ask that
May God be
this
blessed
meeting
with
will be
these thieves.
productive and effective. We ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tim Murphy.
Here.
Joyce Mann. Present. Travis Gamble.
Here.
Will Barrett. Ira Hawkins.
Here.
Approval of agendas presented.
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor? Approval of minutes, January 9th, 2018.
Could I ask when the agenda was changed? You said it was 48 hours
It was
ago.
posted yesterday morning.
Okay, oh, that was 48 hours ago?
Actually, I'm sorry, Kara amended it for me Friday afternoon and posted it Friday evening.
Really?
There you go.
Oh, okay, that's the story now. Okay, thank you.
Well, at the risk.
It was 48 hours, and that was Monday morning, and now it's Friday evening.
Yeah, hang around and
Move
change
to
it one more time.
accept, move
I'm sure.
Saturday, we moved along.
Move to accept the minutes as of January 9th.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
They just keep on making stuff up all the time, don't they?
Regular business, bills paid, balances on hand.
I make the motion to pay the bills and balances on hand.
5 seconds, a new record.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
A new record, 5 seconds. Previous record was 8 seconds.
Bill 823. Some wording had to be changed, numbers to satisfy plus revenue. Any questions on the bill?
I'm not seeing 823 here, and just,
On the parks,
oh, okay.
parks.
Need to read this. Move to accept bill number 823 on the first reading, suspend the rules and place bill 823 on the second final reading, the title number only.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Bill number 823, an ordinance adopting and enacting Chapter 130, Section 130.170, a capital improvement sales tax for parks and recreation purposes for a period of 6 years and setting an effective date for said tax. Whereas on August 8, 2017, the City of Granby Board of Aldermen passed ordinance number 822 authorizing a proposal to implement 1/8 of 1% capital improvement sales tax for the Parks and Recreation effective April 1st, 2018 for a period of 6 years to be placed on a ballot for approval by the majority of voters of the City of Granby. Whereas on November 8, 2017 was placed on the ballot and proposition passed by a majority of voters. Now therefore be it ordained by the Board of Aldermen of Granby, Missouri as follows. Section 1, that Chapter 130, Section 130.170 is hereby enacted and reads as follows. Section 130.170, capital improvement sales tax for parks and recreation. Pursuant to the authority granted by and subject to the provisions of Section 94.577 RSMO, a capital improvement tax for parks and recreation purposes is hereby imposed upon all sellers of tangible real estate property or rendering taxable services at retail to the extent and in the manner provided in Sections 144.010 to 144.525 RSMO, and the rules and regulations of the Director of Revenue issued pursuant thereto. The rate of the tax shall be 1/8 of 1% on the receipts from the sale at retail of all tangible real estate property or taxable services at retail within the City of Granby, Missouri, if such property and taxable services are subject to taxation by the State of Missouri under the provisions of Section 144.010 to 144.525 RSMO. The tax shall be collected pursuant to the provisions of Section 94.500 to 94.577 RSMO. The tax shall be imposed for a period of 6 years commencing on April 1st, 2018. Section 2, that said ordinance shall become effective upon passage herein.
Move to accept bill number 823 on second final reading by title and number only.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Bill number 823, an ordinance adopting and enacting Chapter 130, Section 130.170, capital improvement sales tax for parks and recreation purposes for a period of 6 years and setting an effective date for said tax.
Move to accept.
Second.
Motion second, accept bill number 823, all in favor? Closed session, regarding real estate matter.
I move that we go into closed session in accordance with RSMO 610.021, referencing real estate matters.
Second.
Motion second.
Joyce Mann,
Yes.
Tim Murphy,
Yes.
Ira Hawkins,
Yes.
Closed session, 7:08.
Yeah. It'll be real warm where she's at.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, Travis's office is cold.
It's good. Oh, all right. You want me to see more around? Amen.
seems.
Okay. Well, the purpose of going ahead and bringing that up here is that essentially I'm pretty sure that they knew I was supposed to be up at Lake County, Ohio on 23rd, so they're going to go ahead and pass essentially giving $300,000 more Granby money to the Styrons for their crappy old building. Now all along, they had no intention of essentially building a new police station. What they intended to do was to buy that crappy old building all along. That's exactly what they intended to do. In fact, at this time last year, I said, why don't you buy, since it's already passed, why don't you just simply buy the Burnett store and laundromat? Oh no, it would cost too much to fix it up. Well, no, it would be right next to the city hall. But they didn't want to do that. They wanted to go ahead and give the Styrons their $300,000 of Granby taxpayer money. Essentially, this Granby is essentially run for the benefit of the Flints and the Styrons. Nothing else. So in any case, what happens is that the thing to do that was to show that they were violating the Missouri Open Meetings Act here all along. Essentially, I got that drunken idiot to go ahead and claim that 48 hours was posted. Well, 48 hours from Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Sunday at 7 p.m. So did they open up the key and essentially put the little posting on? The answer is no.
Posted that Friday.
So then they came with the lie.
Friday?
Yeah,
Well, that's what she's claiming now.
One called me.
I never claimed anything else.
Oh, no, it was your time to go ahead and make up a new lie. Any case,
Well, see, you're lying all, you've
How
been
am I
lying
lying?
on this whole video deal.
How
You
so?
just said that that's a crappy old building. What makes you think it's a crappy old building? Have you been in
it's
there?
essentially why in the world,
Have you been in there?
yeah,
How long has it been since you've been in there?
a year or so.
So you're basing it on what you saw a year
That was
ago?
pretty good.
So in short, it's becoming a
Pretty
wonderful
sharp.
building.
They look pretty like a pretty sharp
No,
building.
this building right next
You don't
door.
look at a crappy
Oh,
building.
okay. Let's just go ahead. Here's this character. Here's a meerkat for the school board. What happens is that he's running for school board. I'm gonna go ahead and bring about how he cheated on his first wife here with his present wife, and essentially got kicked out as a choir director from the rest. So the rest will.
There you
Oh,
go, lying.
so what's your story on it? What's your story on it?
On what? Well, you said.
Being a lustful
What
meerkat,
you said was a lie.
huh?
What you said was a lie.
Okay, but you don't have any story. So such a liar who doesn't want to be caught out in a lie says that somebody else is lying, but doesn't want to go ahead and say why it's a lie. Anyway, this is David, the lustful meerkat, who's running for school board. So anyway, of course,
I thought about shaving my beard off on the inside.
fine by me.
That way maybe
Fine by me.
I might fulfill you.
Fulfill me to what?
That way
You may be a lustful meerkat to a number of old skanks in Granby, but you don't do nothing for me, Davy.
Oh, no.
Well, he is a lustful meerkat, so what happens? I'll go ahead and give whatever thing, you know. As far as Ashley's concerned, I'm going to go ahead and talk about Matthew chapter 25, to where Jesus Christ says that when he comes back upon the resurrection, he's going to divide between the sheep and the goats, and they're going to be judged according to their works. And they're going to go ahead and bring about people who didn't take care of the poor. So now I'm going to say, Christ, what do you have to say about someone who claims to be one of your ministers, who deliberately passed a law to keep the poor from being able to live in a crappy, single wide, so that Barry Flint can go ahead and charge an extra $100 or $200 a month here?
So now you're picking on me.
Well, no, I'm just simply, it seems to
Saying
me,
that I passed a law with the intent to make it harder
But isn't that the end result?
I fought to change the law so that at least somebody would have a chance to move into Granby.
Uh-huh.
It
And
was
what-
practically impossible.
and essentially
because they
that
didn't
law-
allow any mobile homes at all.
Well, yes,
Now at
that
least
law,
there's a
that
chance.
law, that law should have essentially been deemed a restraint of trade, and everyone who went in past that should be going to prison for racketeering. Essentially, what you have done is that you've essentially passed a law to where someone like, what?
You?
No. I mean, I don't live yet in a double wide, but in any case, or a single wide. But in any case, I don't have anything against ordinary people being able to go ahead and buy their own thing here. But you've gone ahead and still passed a law to where people have to go ahead and ask these people before they can go ahead and move in. And they're allowing their very self-same person here who sits on the council go ahead and break their very own law. And you were standing up in front for Joanne Lamp, essentially doing the same thing here. She was whining, well, this is over. Why did you, Joyce Mann has already gone ahead and done it. Remember when was it, June 27th of last year?
You're claiming that I did something? on
You went
June
ahead,
27th?
and justified with your little Boy Scouts, essentially them. I mean,
Is that the night you had them Boy Scouts in here?
Oh, is that the night you're?
that was civil.
Okay.
No, you supported essentially Joanne Lamp deciding that certain people could go ahead and cut through as far as getting
Joanne
met
Lamp
here.
was on the council then?
No, Leslie Meerkat, she wasn't. Anyway, let me just go ahead. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and give a good name to your church next door. We're going to call it the First Hypocritical Baal Priest Church of God.
I don't understand why you're picking on me. I haven't done anything to you.
I'm going to make.
I mean, I'm running for office, so
Well, okay,
I kind of figured you would pick on me eventually.
No, it's not for that. It's for essentially going ahead and passing yet another law to where people can't use Southwood City Council. In case, the point is,
All right, so it was better when people had no chance at all
No.
to move a mobile home in
Fine,
Granby.
fine.
That was better than what we have now.
No, Joanne Lamp,
That seems to be what you're claiming.
under that new law, under the old law, Joanne Lamp kept people from essentially buying the place where Skeeter lives now. But hey, she wanted her niece, Sherry, to go ahead and move in. So she went ahead and said, she'd go ahead and move in. And so I said, hey, look,
That trailer's been there long before the law was recently changed.
yes, it's been there since 2005.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least.
yeah. Yeah, I know.
But I'm saying, I don't understand how
I
that's
got arrested
relevant.
for making fun of these criminals not obeying their own damn law.
Okay, but that was a long time ago. You're trying to tie that into something that took place just a year or two ago. I don't understand the connection.
Okay. You were standing up for Joanne Lamp, one of your parishioners or whatever, one of your supporters. Essentially, she was standing up for Joanne. Man, go ahead and violating the law that you passed. Go ahead and buy a used double wide and put in there without going through that. In any case,
To be technical, I didn't pass it. By the time it got passed, I wasn't even on the council anymore.
Yeah,
Now, I fought for it when I was on the
Oh,
council,
yeah.
and I'm not ashamed
I
of it.
know.
Boy,
Because I
No,
was
you
trying to
should be.
make
You should be.
it, I was trying to make it more likely.
I'm simply trying to
I
give
was
you.
trying to make it more likely for
your-
somebody to actually move
I mean-
to Granby, because I'd like to see Granby grow.
I think-
I'd like to see new families
I'll
come.
go ahead and I'll sort of stick up for you, Ashley. I'll say that Ashley and his family should live in, well, a fairly new double wide, it helps. You know what I mean? That's where essentially your critters, Matthew, just go ahead and read Matthew 25, okay?
I'm familiar with Matthew 25.
Obviously you are not. In case.
I don't understand.
I'm gonna go ahead and get back to it
I
here.
think he said you're gonna go to hell.
My-
Lake of Fire. That's where the goats who do evil go.
Okay.
In any case,
You're spreading
Anyway, the
lies.
whole purpose,
You're
the whole
spreading
purpose.
lies. Is that, are they goats?
Meerkats? No. What happens is that I'm not sure where meerkats go. I'd say you're a goat meerkat, most lustful meerkats, but hey, you know, in any case. Moving on, the whole purpose, essentially they said, they then went ahead and claimed that yes, it wasn't 48 hours, but they posted it probably first thing Monday morning. And then Kara Coffer went ahead and came up with went ahead and went up with a lie that she'd gone ahead and posted it
It's not a lie.
at 5 o'clock Friday night. Now, what happens is that I had been by there just recently to go ahead and pick up the city council criminal packets here.
After Friday?
Hmm?
Were you out there after Friday?
Why, are you trying to go ahead and figure out whether or not you're going to be caught out in your lie?
No, I was just wondering, because I didn't remember seeing you when I was there all day Friday and Monday.
Do you remember giving me the council criminal packets on
Before
Friday?
Friday, before that was amended, yeah.
It was on Friday. I picked them up on Friday. Oh, okay, so in short, now you're trying to go ahead and figure out the
Give me a
lie.
Will you guys watch my stuff? I'm not
Sure.
going to get to be in the box.
In case, what happens is that if she did that, then she must have gone ahead and waited till after 4:20 or 4:30 to go ahead and then put it up. I don't believe that she did. Well, no, it's just simply criminality as usual.
Now, is that being a criminal? Putting it up at 4:30?
Oh, well, it's sort of like the FBI. All of a sudden, just like pigs everywhere, they go ahead and say, "Oh my God, we lost 5 months of emails," sort of like Hillary did. So, in any case,
Yeah,
come up-
I'm with you.
well, I know. Hey, Victor, were you the one whistling when I was going ahead? And when I was going ahead,
I was whistling Dixie, you betcha.
You bet. See, usually you go ahead, there's a reason one should despise government workers. See, I was going ahead and talking about how essentially you can go ahead and buy a perfectly good used i5 server. In fact, I got one today and it cost me $2 or $3. Why in the world should it cost $46 less than $5,000 for Barry Flint services here? Well, the reason it should is that they're giving kickbacks and the rest. So have you figured out what time I went in and picked that up?
Well, I didn't write down the time. It came out Friday, but it had the amendment.
Well, I know. You denied.
So that's right here, real estate matters, that's what you're talking about.
No, there's been a change here. What happens is Abraham Laughlin has been taken off.
That's not what you were questioning, was it?
No, you went in, came up with a new lie that you posted this at 5 o'clock. Then the question is whether or not you had really posted on 5 o'clock. Friday.
Posted the amended agenda.
Okay.
It has real estate matters on it.
Yeah, they both had it.
When was it amended?
Friday.
She plays Friday. What happens, he said 48 hours, and then they decided to come up with a new lie to where it was 8 o'clock Monday morning, and she came up, helped me with a new lie that was posted on Friday. In which case,
Doesn't the sunshine law require 24 hours?
yeah,
Or is it more than that?
no, it required
I don't
24
know that
hours.
one.
So it was up there 24 hours.
It was up
Yeah, but it wasn't
far
there,
more than 24.
it wasn't
Glad
there,
we got
it
that
wasn't
taken care
there, it wasn't there 40 hours like,
Wait, you
Like
said
Dr.
it was
Credible said.
24, right?
no, he
Man,
said
I'm glad
it
we're
was
covered.
48 hours. Essentially, she's going in there to make sure that she hasn't been caught just yet.
No, I
That's
was
what
looking
you're
at your
doing.
receipt.
Uh-huh. And you didn't see a time, but you did see that it was Friday.
Yeah,
Initially, you denied that showed
I
up
didn't think
Friday.
it was Friday.
I know,
Sorry.
you denied it was.
I'm sorry, you
So
came
now-
Friday.
I know,
You
you're trying to get your lies down pat. I understand that. I understand you tried to get your
I'm
lies down
not
pat.
smart enough to keep up with lies.
Well, not your own
I
anyway.
work here.
I mean, listen, in here, he ain't able to go ahead and figure out, they said that it posted for 48 hours, that 48 hours prior to Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Sunday night at 7 p.m. Remember, he said 48 hours?
I think you probably meant at least 48 hours. I mean, yeah, he said 48.
No, he said 48 hours. Well, it ain't 48
So you're
hours.
saying,
But-
you're saying that it was posted at 7 o'clock on Sunday night?
But it was posted long before that.
It was posted
No,
48 hours.
What happens is that this criminal went ahead and said 7, 8, about 8 o'clock a.m., 7 a.m. So then what happens is she went and goes ahead and said, no, it's posted Friday. So now they're trying to go ahead and figure out when they did go ahead and give me the council criminal packet. It was on Friday, contrary to what she claimed here. Now she's trying to figure out when she gave it, because she knows dang well that I didn't hang around till 5 o'clock.
What is yours missing? What was amended after he got it?
Abraham Locken.
Abraham Lockman, essentially what they added was number 4, discussion. Purchase a building for police department, Bill 824,
Okay.
which essentially is go ahead and buy it. So essentially they're going to go ahead and decide, they're going to go ahead and purchase it. Then they're going to go ahead and essentially have some little perfunctory discussion, which they're going to probably try to go ahead and curtail me from making too much of it. Then they're going to go ahead and pass this Bill 824. My purpose is essentially, essentially my purpose is to pretty well shut down the municipal court and essentially the current police department in return for essentially bringing it back to the county. And essentially, by going ahead and bringing forth that there was essentially a whole bunch of irregularities here, pretty well stop the
Yes.
spending of $300,000 to essentially Styrons here. Essentially, this latest little crooked element as to when the thing was posted is a violation of the Missouri Sunshine Act as well. So it's essentially more grist for my bill. Okay?
So it's a violation of the sunshine law. You're claiming that it's a violation.
Yeah, but they violate it all the time here. They have no idea what they're
So
doing.
regardless of all the time, this particular instance, you're claiming that they violate the sunshine law.
They're playing games with the Sunshine Act here. You're not really supposed to go, you're supposed to go ahead and keep the spirit as well as the letter of the Sunshine Law. There's questions whether or not they are. Keep their back. Here we go. Woo.
Session.
I mean, it's
Second.
Tim Murphy,
Yes.
Joyce Mann.
Yes.
Ira Hawkins.
Yes.
In open session 7:28. Discussion was about the real estate matter and the purchase of property for the police station. We do have a signed contract from the Stars on the matter. We're open for brief discussion on any questions or anything you can answer.
One question.
Okay.
Okay, so in short, you already have a contract with the Styrons to go ahead and purchase it as opposed to simply, say, nailing up some roofing here on the current one or putting up a new one or something like that?
Yeah, Martin, you know all about it. Have you got any questions that you don't already know the answer to? Or are we gonna rehash this?
Well, I mean.
Do you have any questions about the contract or the purchase?
How much is it for?
$200,000.
$200,000? What all comes with it?
The building and 9 acres.
Okay. And essentially, would you deny that you essentially had no intention of building a new police station? When,
Yes, I deny that.
Okay. And remember a year ago, Well, no, I was going for.
Now, we're gonna keep this to questions about what's going on. We're not
Okay.
taking straight down memory
Why didn't
lane,
you-
so keep your
so-
questions to the point, okay?
Okay, question point, why didn't you go ahead, if you knew you weren't gonna go ahead and build a new one, or why didn't you just simply go ahead and buy the one next door when it was on sale for $40,000 at the time?
Because it didn't fit the needs.
And essentially you
When
believe
that was
that
before
the,
we had a tax.
Huh?
Years ago.
it wasn't years ago, it was last year.
No, it was sold before the tax and it didn't fit the city's needs. Anything else?
So you had, essentially, well, I'm just simply
Rambling, is there a question?
rambling, yes, rambling, and you are busy lying, so in any case,
Okay,
I
thanks.
ramble, you lie.
Thanks. Have a seat. Anyone else?
Just to clarify on one of his questions, it's been signed by the Styrons, it hasn't been signed by the city yet.
Yeah.
The proper approval.
So is it gonna be approved tonight?
That's what the vote's for, and that's what the bill is presented for.
Okay.
Mr. Flynn?
When do I get my check? Martin says that you're doing this for my benefit as well as
This is part of the racketeering check, I'm not quite sure when you're gonna get it.
Yeah. I don't know, see Martin, he knows more about it than I do.
That's right. You
Okay,
can catch up.
anything else? Okay.
Well, I have another question. Why wasn't this on the agenda that I picked up Friday?
Because we just got it all
Yeah.
wrapped up Friday afternoon.
After
And we
after
amend
I
the
got-
agenda right up until the moment. It was posted Friday afternoon.
Oh, not Monday, and not 48 hours on Sunday.
Martin, I'm not gonna bank any words with you. Thanks.
So it's short, within the half hour, within
That's
the
it.
half hour.
Now you're being disruptive.
But you do know that bogus law hasn't been able to pass here, and it's been essentially dismissed at the municipal level, don't you?
What bogus law is that?
815.
No, I don't know anything about
Well,
that.
Steve White decided he didn't want to essentially, hear the case anymore. From what I gather, I haven't heard anything from the county about it. They don't want me to.
Well, you're gonna watch it be enforced if you don't be still.
Well, that just means another 10 years in prison. But in
For
case
you?
I will
Yeah,
stop,
I will
not for me.
824.
Are you acting to enforce that, Jacob?
Yes, I am now. That's another disruption.
No, ain't disruption. What happens is that where's it gonna be tried by? I will not say anything more, and
I know.
you don't need to go and get, risk another 10 years in prison on the arrest here. All right, okay. No.
It's not-
If
we're
you
not
touch
taking
it-
care of
if
your
you-
property.
Well, you're not. I'm gonna come in and get it
Take your
afterwards.
property with you.
Nope. If
Take
you touch
property
it,
with
you
you.
touch it, you're committing an act of treason.
Now you're going to jail.
Why am I going to jail? Well, I'm going to jail, another act of treason here. Why do I need to go to jail? Well, luckily,
You're refusing to obey a lawful order.
it's not a lawful order, this is
You're
an act of
refusing
treason.
to leave a public meeting that you're constantly, purposely disrupting.
I said I would not say another word.
Now I will take your camera and evidence.
In short, you are destroying evidence right now and committing an act of treason on